Hey, it's flosstube number 30 with Don't Run with Scissors. Me, Kelly. I am your favorite lawyer mom of twins, Jeep driving mom of 2 rescue dogs who are batshit crazy. They are a hot mess dipped in glitter. Yeah, who likes to do crafty stuff. So, if you're coming back, thank you. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the fun house. We talk about everything here. We talk about books, we talk about crafting, we talk about my kids, we talk about my dogs, we talk about lawyering and the craziness that it is. Because lawyering through a pandemic is a very unique situation, which nobody ever warned us about in law school. Yeah. And I've been out of law school 20 years, so over 20 years. Nobody ever would have thought half of the stuff that I deal with. They didn't teach me in law school. They didn't. But I went to a great law school and I love my law school professors, and some of them I still talk to. So it is all good. We are all getting through this. Some of us better than others. But my head's above water, so that's all good. Still haven't figured out the drawer issue. I really wish I would. Bobby did suggest liquid nails. I have not been to Home Depot to buy liquid nails. I tried to get it on Shipt or Instacart. I can get it, but I don't have a caulk gun. So I couldn't get it because it's the only kind they sell. And that's way too big of a... I don't need that much. I don't need that much. Well, who knows? Maybe I do, but it would dry out before I got to the rest of the projects. So we did find the blue paint that actually goes to my daughter's room yesterday. It was raining here. I've always been raised where if the humidity is too high, you shouldn't paint. So I didn't paint because, again, it was raining. Today is bright and sunny, but I have a million other things I need to be getting done. So with that said, let's talk about what happened in this last week. I finished The Underground Railroad by Colton. Who the hell? You'd think I'd be more prepared. No. Why? Why would I prepare for this? I prepare for everything else in my life. I don't know why. We just kind of follow along. Let's see. It is by Colson Whitehead. It was a good read. Don't get me wrong. It was a good read. But you have to be able to, like, it hurt my heart. It hurt my gut. Because they used the terms and the words that were appropriate during the time. I don't use the N word. I don't usually even say the N word. And that is used a lot in this book. And to hear that and some of the other things, it just hurt my heart. So that said, I still would recommend reading it. Yeah. We have moved on. It took me a while, and because it's probably about 300 pages, because I listened to it on Audible. Actually through Libby, through my library program. It's been, I would say it's probably in the 300 to 400 range of pages. It took me longer because it was very emotionally heavy for me to read. That said, now we've moved on. We are now listening to, again, yeah. We are listening to 2 books because why not? One is Oryx, Oryx, and Crake by Margaret Atwood. And that's through my library program. And then A Brave New World on Audible. But I have to say, I did get some kindness. It's not stitchy. It's 3 new Audible books from Dana. So thank you so much, Dana. That was amazing. She had some extra credits on her Audible, and so she gifted me 3 of the books off my wish list, and I am ecstatic. Because I can listen to the Audible books while I'm working, while I'm stitching, while I'm bike riding, all of that. I don't listen to them when I'm running. Not that I'm doing much running right now, which I really need to be doing running. Because I like to listen to music because that affects my cadence when I run. It's bad. Okay, so for some reason I am still doing, we still have we have like 2 days left in March Madness, and I am holding my breath that what I show you, I may be able to squeak out just about a finish. If I can get that finished, that would make 5 of the 8 pieces that I started with March Madness done. Not FFO'd, but done. And that, I think, is amazing. Because most of them were whips that had been just sitting for like almost a year in my project. So I did run out at 842. When I go out later today, I'm going to swing through Joann's and pick up at a skein of 842, in which case this one will be completed. Now, I did find the 2 patterns I was missing. I put them in weird places. Go figure. Go figure. Actually, the one had slid behind the cubes. I have like one of those sets of 9 cubes that I put my project bags in and stuff. It had fallen behind. So I found that one. And then the other one was just in a weird place. Go figure. I also found out these Ray Dunn mugs are $30 a piece. What? What? I mean, it's a great mug and I love it. No way. People are paying $30. Am I insane? Like, is this a fact? Tell me, because seriously. Because I like it. It fits well in your hand because it's a weird shape up top. It's nice and round at the bottom. And it's a bigger mug and it fits well in my hands. And I would love to have more. But I ain't spending $30 on a coffee mug. I mean, I'm not cheap, but no. Can't rationalize that in my brain right now. Okay. So, in the last week, like I said, I have to pick up the 842. You'll see right now what I did. For those of you who remember, I'm doing a sale with Janet Jabber and a couple other people have joined in on 3 Small Words by Lizzie Kate. They're beautiful charts. They look so cute together. I think people need to use their own judgment when they're doing your colors. Have confidence in your skills, because that was what I was lacking when I first started this project. And now I'm like, okay, the worst case scenario, you have to frog something. Not the end of the world. Go for it. So make it work for you. So I made it work for me because I'm a little unique. And oh, by the way, as well as thank you for being here. If you're new here or returning and haven't, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. They send me a little message. It boosts my self-esteem. And can't we all use that during this time? So there you go. My only problem, and like I said last week, I don't think it's going to be a problem with the way I'm planning on finishing it, but it is going to be tight. And had I known what I know now, would have started a little bit low. I would have cut a bigger piece, a longer piece. I also clearly didn't realize what I was doing or something, and I had made it so that I would have more side room. Clearly, I did not start in the middle. I don't know. I know I wasn't drinking because I haven't been drinking, but maybe I should start. Maybe that's part of the problem. I don't know. Okay, so here's my take on 3 Small Words by Lizzie Kate. So I added the sun and the little beach chairs. And then I've added this border. And I honestly, it's just a simple 1 cross border, but I really think it sort of pulls it all together. I filled in my tiki. He's making me happier now. Clearly I ran out of 842 right there. Okay, so I finished. I got a Jeep. He's a little Jeep. He's spread like my Jeep. I added the scuba boy. I finished the fish. What else? Oh, I added my mermaid, and there's my little row of cabana houses. I love it. I absolutely flippin' love it. I am so glad. Thank you, Janet. Seriously, thank you. Thank you for giving me the courage to just take it and run with it, make it mine. Because I don't know that, had she not spoken her sweet words, that we all know Janet. If you don't know Janet Jabber, go check out Janet Jabber. She's amazing. But thanks for being the support and the little driving push to pull this out and get it done. My Whitco, I had only slated for the year to do 2 of them. Clearly, I got all 9, which includes all of the little charts that she sold and the freebie saying. And I got it done. It made my heart happy to work on this, and I literally couldn't put it down. And it was like I had to force myself to work on a couple other things. Yeah. That said, I got to put it in my fancy pile over there of finishes. Like I said, I want to get probably like a surfboard cut out and mount it on the surfboard. That's my thinking right now. You will see. Because I don't have a shutter, and I'm not going to go buy a shutter. Just because those are super cute, and I love when everybody does them, but yeah. Okay, so in the first round, this got knocked out. And if you all remember, I was shocked that this got knocked out. I thought my friends, they know I'm quirky, they know I'm weird, that they would have kept voting this, but Shamrock Row won. And Shamrock Row, I finished before even it had advanced all of the... I finished it in 2 rounds. So, which is great, because it's adorable. I believe Carol D, who inspired me to change it to purple, I think she's FFO'd hers now, and it's a drum. And it's super cute, and I'm not going to lie, I think I might give that a go. Because I think that's a good finish. It's either that or it's going to end up like a... Okay, so it could end up as a drum, which would be cute. It could end up as a long, narrow pillow for the couch, which would, again, be cute. Or I may just do it on one of those, like on a board and in a frame where I could pop up the different ABCs. Because I have all of the Lizzie Kate strings. And if memory serves me right, which it may not, they're all about the same size. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do beyond that. But I think that it's going to end up, I think my inclination is to end up putting it in like on a frame kind of thing. Excuse me. I went to sleep and I woke up and I look like I have a black eye. And this has been 2 days. And seriously, it looks like I have a black eye. But nobody's punched me. I don't know. Apparently there's a ghost who hates me. And he must have socked me in the nose. In the eye. Excuse me. We are changing weather here in Michigan so flippin' fast. It is driving my sinuses and stuff absolutely batshit crazy. Okay, so Zimmerman Coverlet came in second place on my brackets for this month. And I was thinking, I want to work on it, but I'm not like, ooh, gotta work on it. What I did want to do was Mother Vulva. So I had barely had, when I printed it off, it's 4 pages. I didn't even have page 1 done. And technically, I guess page 1 still isn't done, but you'll see what I did in a second. So I went on to page 2 because the only thing left on page 1 I have is to fill in all of the very, very light pink that you can hardly see. Oh, I apologize. But I went ahead and I have page 2 is almost completed stitching, except for this background, that light pink. So my plan is hopefully in the next 2 days to get this in here filled in, and then the lightly darker pink that's over here, and then do the bottom, and then I'll just have to like mindless. I'll have what I refer to as mindless stitching, where you're just filling in the same color because the outer circle is all kind of stitched. I'm really sorry, guys. It is by, let's see, wonderhobby on Etsy. The last I looked at his shop, it was not up. You may just need to email the owner. I'm sure he'll list it. I mean, why wouldn't you resell another pattern? This is what she'll look like. I think it's hysterical. Apparently, though, it is offensive to a certain person in my bubble here in my world, um, which sort of makes me want to work on it more. It's a little passive aggressive, but whatever. So I have that Whipco. So I found my other Lizzie Kate pattern that I'm gonna sell with clay from Stitch Life. This is the pattern that fell behind my shelf. It's the Prayer of St. Francis. Oh, sorry. I am going to transform it sort of like I did Three Small Words so that they coordinate on my wall. And this is one of my absolutely favorite songs to sing from church days, from way back when I went to Catholic church. So I'm going to switch out like the little flowers, like maybe make it like a little puffin, and then starfish and little fishes and stuff, so that they are like little animals, because it's a prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, and he's the patron saint of small animals. So I'm going to switch that. I'm also going to switch the coloring, like I said, so that it coordinates with my Three Small Words, because those are my favorite colors, so why wouldn't I? It's gorgeous as it is, though. Honestly, it's a really pretty pattern. It is an older pattern. My guess is probably check with 123 Stitch. It's 208 wide by 97 high, and that is stitched over 2 on 32 count lamb's wool linen. I will be stitching it on 18 count Aida. God knows what size it would be. I have not done the math. No math. No math today. Not doing it. I have a big piece that I pulled for that, and so I'm just going to start in the corner and go, and then I'll trim it up after, because whatever. Okay, so Whipco, Jessie Marie from Jessie Does Stuff pulled the Whipco numbers for April. April, for me, is to get 3 branches done on the Tree of Life by Barbara Anna, that everybody has been working on, and I have like the center pull just about done. So I haven't decided if those 3 branches will be the top 3 branches, which are the smallest, or the bottom 3 branches. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Haven't thought that far advance. So it's that, and to work on the dress for Lady of the Flag. I am so excited to work on Lady of the Flag. So yeah, so I actually am doing pretty good on my Whipco. Oh, the other thing that I did is I did switch out the Urban Stitches After Dark sale on my board, on my Whipco board. I switched out for the Prayer for Saint Francis. Again, I'm just not feeling like I need to stitch the After Hours one. But I have actually gotten quite a bit. Like, I have some things that are done that weren't called yet. I have other things that have been called that aren't done yet. But I set my goals on the board for the whole year. I need to go back and really focus on, after I finish Mother Vulva, which I think I should be able to get done this week, even with my schedule being so crazy. And then I need to go back and do, like, I need to pull back out Santa's Travels and knock that out. I need to just kind of, again, almost monogamous stitch. I'm going to go back to every night adding at least a length of floss to the periodic table to get the grid done, and stuff, because I'm getting down to the point where a lot of the things left on my Whipco board are kind of bigger goals. I've kind of knocked out a lot of the small ones. So, but even if we ended Whipco right now, I've still finished all 3 ornaments. I finished Salty. I finished 3 Small Words. I have finished 1 out of the Wiener Dog series, and I had slated for the year to do 2. To do another one, I think that's just sitting down and kind of almost monogamous stitching for like a weekend, and I should be able to get it done. But those are like, okay, so we have 3 ornaments. I have gotten way farther on the periodic grid. I mean, it's about a quarter of the way done, which is phenomenal, considering how flippin' big it is. I went over the limit, or went over the goal on 3 small boards and actually finished it versus only having 2 of them finished, that kind of thing. So, Mother Vulva was called in February. Clearly it's not done. Hopefully March. It will definitely be done by the time April is done. So my question is, like, we've done March Madness for April, which is really cool. And then May is Stitchy Madness, Stitchy Mayhem, March Mania. What's everybody doing? I don't want to start a new start every day, like in May. Like, that has zero appeal to me right now. I was, honestly thinking that I might do almost another bracket system like March Madness for May, where each winner then of, like, we would vote and then I would work like 2 days on something and only that thing. And it may, like I'll spin a wheel for 2 options. I don't know. Again, I don't want to start 30 new projects. My goal is to finish, not start a bunch more. And then reward myself at the end of the year with a couple of starts that I mean, there's a couple things in, like, I know I want to go back and do the Martin Luther King sampler, which I didn't start. Harriet Tubman, I want to get done. What was the other one? So there's been a couple of starts that I really want to go, I'd like to get done, or at least start it. So maybe I'll start, I don't know, Makeup May. Maybe we need to do Makeup May. Like, you make up and you catch up on all of those projects that you were supposed to start and finish during the different month. How about that? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you're doing. I have been collecting 3-word mantras. And I actually have enough to do 2 more sets of like that one is. So I may, but I'm trying to hold off on starting that until I get a couple of my Whip Go goals that have already been called done. So we shall see when I start that. Depends. I have no haul. I have not been shopping this last week. Then that's fine with me. Clearly I didn't paint. I haven't bought the paint either. I haven't bought the liquid nails. I haven't been shopping. I did fix my hot water tank. I have one of those tankless systems, and it had gotten a little bit of sediment or something in the thing, so I fixed that. I fixed it by myself. I was very, well, the boy child did help me. So that was very exciting. Yeah, I don't know. It's been kind of low key. I'm fine with that. I've got a lot of client work that I need to get done. I have some phone calls I need to make. So we're going to keep this short and sweet. I don't think I've missed anything. Oh, best new thing? Because I forgot that last week. And I had it in my brain and now it totally escapes me. I don't know. My ex-husband. So here's a parent lesson. I am most of my practice, about 80 to 90% of my practice is family law, divorces and child custody issues. So I get asked all the time. And, you know, my relationship with my ex, our kids are now 20. We got divorced when they were like in the 3rd grade. It has not always been easy, especially when the divorce was kind of new. What we've always said, even before when things were getting bad in our marriage, was that our kids come first. Their needs come before ours. I did not want my children feeling like I did growing up, where if they invited mom, they couldn't invite dad. That's a shitty place to put your kids. That's what I tell my clients too. That is, my goal is not to finish a divorce for any of my clients where we have made it so adversarial as attorneys that that is the position I put their family in. That is not my goal. Absolutely not. In fact, I do everything that I can while advocating for my client in her or his best interest to keep that in mind. In fact, I keep a picture of my kids on my desk. One, because I love my kids and I like having pictures around me that make me happy. But two, to remind me of that kids first. They are kids. It is our job as adults to shield them from some things, and some things are just adult business, and this is the lecture I give my clients too. So my best new thing is actually that I have a pretty good relationship with my ex-husband, and the other day, Sunday morning, I was kind of craving. He comes up, picks up the boy child because the boy child doesn't drive, and they go and play Dungeons and Dragons. Totally their thing. They do it every Sunday unless there's a holiday or something happens. Fully support them having guy time together. My ex also supports the fact that if the boy child doesn't do his chores, he doesn't get to go. My ex says, nope, you need to support your mom. You need to follow the rules of the house. That's where you live. You need to follow the rules. Doesn't matter what your age is. You need to follow the rules of the house. I am extremely grateful for that. So the other day, Sunday, he was coming up here, which is yesterday, and he stopped at Tim Hortons and he brought me my favoriteest coffee because I love Tim Hortons coffee. And if Tim Hortons is looking for a cross-stitcher to sponsor or a triathlete to sponsor, hit me up because, yeah. So he brought me coffee, and he actually asked me because he couldn't remember what I drink in my coffee, and he brought me my coffee. And that made me very, very happy, and I can't thank you enough. And he brought me got me an apple fritter, and bought Bean likes Timbits. Who doesn't like Timbits? I mean, seriously, it's a donut hole. Come on. Like a little bite of happiness. So yeah, not gluten-free, but you know, every once in a while it's not a big deal. The other thing is my Aldi's had the gluten-free white bread in again. So I got a loaf and it makes me happy. The outside crust is weird though. I don't understand that about gluten-free stuff. It's not like Wonder Bread out. It's like, so I took the first bite and I was like kind of choking because it's very dry. Even though it's soft bread, it's very dry. So you almost have to put something on your sandwich with it. Because otherwise it gets stuck in your throat and you're like a cat with a hairball. It's just not good. So on that note, I'm going to get back to work. I have a pile of work to do. I've already done a bunch, but I thought I'd take my lunch break and my self-gifted lunch break. It's great when you're your own boss. And get some stuff done before we go for dinner, and I go get my 842 to finish that one. And I'm actually think I'm going to grab 2 skeins of it because that way I have it on hand. I need to sit down at some point, and so I have the 3 bulletin boards with the pins in them that I can keep all my DMCs on, so that I have them all in order. I haven't been putting them away. So I have a whole big pile here that need to go back up on the board. And then I got the 3rd board so that I could finish hanging all of the set. Yeah. Vitamin D is still working. We did do our resting stress test, so I should have those results either today or tomorrow. I think all is pretty good. Wiener dog sounds like she almost... Okay, can dogs get sinus infections? Because she kind of sounds like she has a sinus infection. She like makes little piglet noises, like little grunting noises every once in a while. So I don't know. Like, what do you do? Like, do I have... She doesn't seem like she's in pain. She doesn't seem like she's struggling to breathe. Or, like, clearly if she was struggling to breathe, I would rush her to the vet. She's not. She's a happy little pig. She's my little porky wiener dog. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering. Maybe she's like her mom and gets snorkely. Lizzie snores. Our King Corso snores. And she snores as loud as the boy child does. Probably louder. It is crazy. Yeah, she's snoring right now. The couch would be. So weird. So I don't know. But if it keeps going on, plus she tried to jump up even on my son's bed, which isn't that high off the ground, and she's been missing a little bit more. She's been struggling with that. So that worries me because I don't want my wiener to suffer. I don't want her to be in pain. She doesn't seem like she's in pain. It's just like she's a little, like her balance isn't, she's not judging distance as well. I don't know, because I don't know. I think I need to get stairs for her, like, and put them next to the beds and the couches.
It's like with the couch, she's just stubborn and doesn't want to come up all the way.
She'd rather have you pick up her little porky butt and put it wherever she is going. She is a little spoiled princess. I need to make her a little Easter dress or get a little Easter costume for her. She'd be a really cute little waddling duck. Yeah. On that happy note, I will let you guys go. Have a great week. Stay healthy, stay well. Remember to be kind. April 1st, start Sexual Assault Victims Awareness, or Sexual Assault Awareness Month. It is awesome. I forget what else it is. That's a big one. And for those of you who live in Minnesota, what the hell came out of your state's Supreme Court? That ruling and the new law, oh my God, so much work to be done. So basically, Minnesota says that if a victim of sexual assault was voluntarily intoxicated, meaning she was at a party or a bar and had a beer or two, that she is essentially responsible for her own rape. Yeah. So I just have so many thoughts and feelings on this, so I apologize. But yeah, if you live in Minnesota, please write your congressman to change this. This is yes. We need to get this law, this decision overturned or appealed, or however Minnesota wants to handle it. I don't care, but it needs to be handled, and that needs to be corrected now. Yeah. I don't know if there's any guys who follow me. I really don't know, or watch me. We just need to do better. How's that? We just need to do better. Yeah. On that note, let's go out and do better. I'll see you guys next week. Happy stitching. Happy Easter too, because I won't see you before next Sunday. If you are celebrating Easter, happy Easter. If you have been celebrating Passover, happy blessed Passover to you and your family as well. And we will get back to life. Bye.